Morning students, welcome to Web Technologies class. So today's class I will explain you about data types. In the last class already I have explained what is the JavaScript, what advantages you have with the JavaScript, how to include JavaScript inside the HTML and how to declare a variable in JavaScript. Everything I have covered in the last class. In today's class I will explain you about data type. See, actually in C, in Java programming, I think you may know what is the data type. What is the data type means, example, if you declare like this, int a equals to 10. Example, this is a variable and this is the data type and this is the value. Okay, so data type, what is the data type actually? What type of value you are storing in a variable is called as a data type. It's nothing but the type of value. Type of value you are storing in a variable is called as a data type. Okay, so already I have explained the last class. Here we don't have to define the data types to declare a variable in JavaScript. Okay, so all the variables should be declared by using a var keyword var a equals to 10. What it means? Here it is a variable and here it is a value. And this keyword, using this keyword only, will declare a variable. It's called as a variable actually. Okay. Using the var keyword only will declare variable in a JavaScript. But where means you will get a question that where data types, what are the means how to give a data type to a variable. Okay, so here the JavaScript will identify data type of a variable based on the value you are storing in a variable. Okay, so according to the value you are storing in a variable, based on that the JavaScript will give the data type to that variable. Okay, so beginning only we are not giving a data type. Just we are declaring a variable. Depends on the value you are storing in a variable, the JavaScript will assign a data type to that variable. So in this example, I have declared one variable. What is the name of the variable? A, and what is the value in that variable? 10. Okay, here I have not given any data type, but JavaScript will give the data type as an integer. Why? Because here whatever value you are storing in this, based on that, the JavaScript will give a data type to that variable. Okay, so this is our topic now. What type of values you can store in a JavaScript variable, and based on that, the JavaScript will give a data type to that variable. But what variables, what type of values the JavaScript will accept, that we'll discuss now. Here, the data type values the JavaScript will understand. First one is a string, the second one is a number, third one is a boolean, and next fourth one is a char, fifth one is a object, sixth one is an add. Okay, so these are called as a secondary data type. Okay, because here we don't have a primary data type, you no need to mention any int, float, char, string like that. So directly depends on the value, whatever value you want to store in a variable, directly you can store value in that variable. Depends on that value, it will give the data type to the variable. Okay, so string. So how to give a string like this? Var a equals to example hello world. Here it is a string because it is a collection of characters. If you are storing this string inside a variable, then what JavaScript will understand, whatever variable you have declared, that variable is a type of string. Okay. Now the next one is a number. In number also, example, if I give like this, var a equals to 10. It is an integer variable. Okay. So what value I am storing in this variable? Integer value. So that is why it is called as an integer variable. If I store like this, a equals to 10.5. This variable is a float variable. Okay, understood? So depends on the value you are storing, it gives a data type. Now here what type of value I am storing? Integer. Here what type of value I am storing? A float. So this is a float variable and this is an integer variable. Now the next one is a boolean. So boolean means there are only two values, true and false. If var a equals to true, means here whether if you are giving a true or false. Based on that, if it is a true, and if you have assigned a value as a false, so that the data type, that variable data type will be a Boolean. Okay. So sometimes you may get a situation where instead of value you need to pass some information as a value, like a yes or no, true or false. So such variable data type is assigned as Boolean value because there are only two values, true, false. Now the next one is a char. Example, var a x. So this is a character, and we are assigning this character to a variable. So this data type is called as the character variable. Okay. Now the next one is the object. Object, as already explained, JavaScript is a object-oriented program. But if you want to create an object, how to create? Var object name equals to method and a list of values. So here, using a var keyword, what we are declaring? We are creating an object. Okay, we are declaring an object and we are initializing some value to that variable. So that object. So here, what is the variable here? Object. Okay, so depends on the method calling. See here, I am declaring an object. What type of value I am storing here? I am assigning a method. So objects also declared in JavaScript. And what is the data type of this? Here it is an object. Now the next one is an array. Let us see var a5. Okay, a5 equals to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Understood? The var is the keyword. A is the name of the array. How many values you are storing in this array? 5 values. Okay. And what type of value you are storing? All the integer value you are storing. So this is called as an integer array. Sometimes actually in the JavaScript there is no predefined data type. No, you can store different data type values also in the array. It is also possible. Okay. So these are the data types. Sometimes you will get this type of question in the exam. Explain data types of JavaScript. So there is no particular data type for the JavaScript. It depends on the value you are storing in a variable. The system will give the data type of that value, of that variable. So the user can store the different values, different types of values in a variable. One is a string, number, boolean, char, object and array. Okay, and you can expect this question in short only. Clear? So this is about your JavaScript data types. Now, our next topic in our syllabus is operators. See, operator. This topic you have in a C, C++, Java course. What is an operator? Like this: plus, minus, multiplication. Okay, so these are all called as operators. These are examples for an operator. But what is an operator? Operator is a symbol actually. What is an operator? Operator is a symbol which is used to perform some arithmetic and logical operations or operands like this. C equals to A plus B. Here these three are called as operands. This is called as an operator. Here what type of operation you are performing? Arithmetic operator. Okay. So here we are adding these two values and we are showing that result in a C. Okay, so operator is a symbol which is used to perform some arithmetic and logical operations on operand. Here I am performing arithmetic operator or arithmetic operation on this operand. Whatever result you are getting, that is known in another variable. Okay, so here you need to concentrate only one thing. It is what is an operator? What is an operand? Plus is an operator. A, B, C are called as operands. Okay, so operator is used to perform some operation on operand. Okay, so what operators you can use in JavaScript, that we'll discuss now. Okay, what is the topic? What operators the JavaScript supports, that we'll discuss, and I'll give you the list of operators supported by the arithmetic operators. Next, relational operators. Next, logical and Boolean operators. Assignment operators. Next, arithmetic assignment, string operators. Okay, these are the operators supported by the JavaScript. Okay, you will start this. I will explain one by one. Now, first we will discuss about what arithmetic operators the JavaScript supports. Okay, so what are the arithmetic operators actually? Arithmetic operators are used to perform arithmetic operations on operand. Arithmetic operations means plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so that are the arithmetic operators. So what arithmetic operators we have and how can we perform that arithmetic operations, that I will give you now. First one is addition. Okay, directly I will give you the operator. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and multiplication. What is the meaning of this? Addition, subtraction, multiplication. Next, this is a division. This is a multiplication. Okay. Now, two operands we take. A equals to 10 or A equals to 20, B equals to 10. Two values. If I give like this, C equals to A plus B and C equals to A minus B, C equals to A into B and C equals to A by B, C equals to A minus B. Actually, you are supposed to write this type of expression in your JavaScript code. Now, when you write this, what output you will get? C equals to A plus B. A value is 20, B value is 10. How much you will get? 30. C equals to A minus B. A value is 20, B value is 10. A into B, 20 into 10, 200. A by B means 20, 10. So A by B, 10. 10 to the 20. So this is your answer. So if you are dividing one operand with another, then what will be your answer? Whatever quotient you will get, no, that will be your answer. So 2. C equals to A modulus B. What is the answer here? What is the remainder? 0. What is the modulo? Your result will be 0. Okay, so these are the arithmetic operators. Right? Now, I will write example program using all the arithmetic operators. HTML head script type equals to text / JavaScript. Okay, next here declare two variables where A equals to 20, B equals to 10. No need to give a data, right? Okay, now document.write is not statement. Document.write C equals to A plus B. Okay. Now, otherwise, you write like this. C equals to A plus B. Document.write C. It will be easy for you. Next, B equals to A minus B. Document.write D. Okay. Subtraction where we are storing? In D. Next, E equals to A into B. Document.write C. Now C is a E. Right. Like this you perform all the arithmetic operations. Next one is F equals to A by B. Document dot write F. Now G equals to, it's a percentage, it's a division, sorry. Now document dot write G and close the script. And this script I am including in the body section, sorry. Here it should be in the body section. Now close the body section, close the HTML. Okay, this is about arithmetic operators. Now the next one is the relation operators. What are the relation operators? Relation operators are used to compare two operands, like less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, equals to, not equals to. Okay, such operators will come under relational operators. So what relational operators in JavaScript supports? Now I will give you that operator, meaning of that operator, and the example of that operator I will give now. Okay. So here operator is greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, not equals to. So these relation operators supported by the, and relation operators comparison operators. These are supported by the charts. What is the meaning of this? Greater than, and equals. Next, less than or equals to, less than or equals to. Here you will get a Boolean result, true or false. Such type of result you will get. Now it is equals to and it is not equals to. Right. Now we will give an example. A equals to 20, B equals to 10. Okay. A greater than B. A1 is 20, B1 is 10. A is greater than B. Condition is true, so you will get true. Remember here you will get true, false only. Now greater than or equals to, here true. Means at least one condition should be satisfied. Greater than or equals to. It is a greater than, A is greater than B. So you will get a true result. Now A less than B. A 20 is less than 10. Condition false. Next, A less than or equals to B. Condition less than or equals to B. Both are false. So here you will get false result. Now A not equals to B. A not equals to, yes. A value is 20, B value is 10. So both are not equal. So you will get true. Okay. So this is about relational operators. Now you write all these statements. Like just now I did no example program for using arithmetic operators. Just you write it like this. C equals to, D equals to, E equals to, F equals to, G equals to. Just you put this inside the script. As it is C equals to A plus B have given, no? Then C equals to A plus B you give. You replace this expression and you print and you check whether it is correct or not. Now, next one is the assignment operator. Assignment operators. Okay, I think you all know the assignment operator. Assignment operator is used to assign some value to a variable. Okay, like this. A equals to 10. Here is the assignment operator. It is a value and it is a variable. So assignment operator is used to assign some value to a variable. Okay, so this assignment operator also you can use in a different ways. Okay, that different ways I will explain now. Like this, the unary operator you can use. This is an assignment operator. Assignment is equal to equals, which is assigned to a value to a variable. It will give a double equals to what is that operator? That is a comparison operator. You can give it this plus this one. Equals to. This is also one type of assignment operator. Then example x plus is equal is a y. Okay, so this is an expression. Understood? What it means actually is a x equals to x plus y. X plus y. Okay, this we are writing like this. That's it. Okay, next minus equals to. You can write this minus equals to y. What it means? X equals to x minus y. Okay, so like this, using all arithmetic operators means you can add all arithmetic operators. It is a division, it is a modulus, like this. Okay. These are assignment operators available in JavaScript. Now the next one is assignment operator. Sorry, increment and decrement operator. Actually, that I have not given this. Increment and decrement operators. Okay. Increment and decrement operators. Which increments plus this? Plus this is called as increment. Minus minus is called as a decrement. This is nothing but x equals to x plus 1. Y equals to y minus 1. Like this. Okay. So increment operator increments operand value by 1. And decrement operator decrements operand value by 1. Okay, increment means we are incrementing 1. Decrementing means we are decrementing 1. Okay, so these are the two operators available in JavaScript. This is called as a increment and this is called as a decrement. Okay, here are these two operators. Increment and decrement. Increment operator increments operand value by 1 and decrement operator decrements operand value by 1. Now the next one is the logical operators. Okay. Logical operator. Okay. Logical and logical or logical not. Okay. 3 operators supported by JavaScript. Logical not. See, logical operators. Example, if you want to check whether the employee age is greater than 18 and his salary is greater than 40, that you want to check. Then how will you write age greater than 18 and salary less than 40. So this is called as a logical AND. Okay, so logical AND, logical OR, logical not are these operators are conjuncted will use with conjuncted with relation operators. Okay, when you want to compare more than one relation operator, there we can use the logical operators. Okay, it is, or we can say that this logical operators are used to compare relational expressions. Okay, this is called as a logical and this is called as the logical or this is called as a logical not. Okay, now this is the example for this, and here two conditions should be true, then only you will get a true result. If any one condition is false, then you will get a false result, and it gives the Boolean result, true or false. Right? Here if these two conditions are true, then only you will get a true result. If any one condition is false, then you will get a false result. And in case of logical OR, like this, age greater than 18 or and age, not age, is the salary less than 40,000. Here, at least if one condition is true, if either age of the employee is greater than 18 or at least this or this, if any one condition is true, then you will get a true result. not age, here age. See, in this relation expression, whatever result you are getting, example here, this relation expression, from this relation expression you are getting a true result. That true result negation you will get, opposite you will get. Example here, if you get a true result, then here you will get a false result. Negation result you will get. That is the norm. Example, if age is greater than 18, it is a true, then you will get a false as a result. Okay. So these are the logical operators available in JavaScript. Now the next one is string operator. Here we have one string operator, that is a plus. One string operator we have, that is a plus. Okay, so which is used to combine, join, concatenate two strings. Okay, here this operator is used to join two strings. Example, var a equals to hello. Next one, var b equals to world. Okay, now var c equals to a plus b. This of the numeric value. Actually, addition will use the numeric, but here you can use for adding two strings also. So when you print this document dot write, then what is the variable here? C. So if you print this, what you will get? Hello world. Here strings are enclosed in a double quotes. Okay. And other than this, you have a miscellaneous operators, that is the dot, comma. This means the operators which are not come under this. One is a dot, which is used to separate object and method. Object dot method. This is a dot. Next, the second one is a comma, which is used to separate two variables. And the third one is a square bracket, which is used to give a subscript of an array. Okay, so array will be like this now. Var a5. So these two are called as this is square bracket. The next one is this parenthesis. When you are creating a function, then we use this parenthesis. And the next one is this problem basis. When you want to give when you want to enclose block of statements. So these are the miscellaneous operators, means the operators which are not come under the above categories. All those operators you can give as a miscellaneous operators in JavaScript. Okay, so this is about your JavaScript operators. Clear? So what is an operator? Operator is a symbol which is used to perform arithmetic and logical operations. And JavaScript supports different types of operators: arithmetic, logical, relational, assignment, increment and decrement operators, and string operators, miscellaneous operators. Okay, assignment operators: arithmetic, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. And come to a relation operator: less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, equals to, not equals to. And come to logical operators: logical and, logical or, logical not. Increment and decrement operators: one is the increment operator and the second one is a decrement operator. And the last one is a string operator. Here I have explained only one operator I have explained, and you have more operators also. Now come to a miscellaneous operator. One is the period dot, which is used to separate method and the object. Comma, which is used to separate variables. Square brackets, which is used to give the size of the array. Square round bracket parenthesis, which is used to define the parameters inside the function. And next curly braces, which is used to give a block of statements. So this is about your operators. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.